All right, welcome back to another video. And this time we have another unboxing of a brand new Hot Toys that I just picked up. And this is actually a fairly recent release. It came out maybe a month or two ago, if that. And this is the Batman Armory from The Dark Knight Rises. And it comes with the Bruce Wayne figure and an actual Batman figure as well. Um, this will most likely be the biggest Hot Toy set I will open on the channel. I'm not really keen on picking up like big vehicles or anything like that. So this might be it. And but things change. You never know. Maybe I'll get something with a bat signal, but I digress. So this is obviously you get essentially three different things with this figure. And yeah, I'm looking forward to opening it. This will actually be my first Hot Toy um, Batman Nolan verse with this suit, seeing as he pretty much wore the same suit for the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises. I haven't owned a figure with that suit. The only one I've owned was the original one that the Toy Fair exclusive, the Bat Suit Begins, not the one that just came out, the first time, the one where you can put the baklava on it on the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. And funny enough, is I actually prefer the Batman Begins suit. Um, it's just that it hasn't been really executed well unless you get one of those 1/4 scale ones, which I'm not really gonna dive into. Um, but yeah, as you see it, this one's still in the plastic. So let's go ahead and turn on the light here. And this one actually barely fits into the slight box that I have. So we're going to have to maneuver this pretty slowly. There's no two ways about it. But let me go ahead and remove the plastic, and we'll look at the reverse side of it. So as always, we will take a look at the box first and take a look at the figures, and then we'll close off with figuring out what pose we're going to leave them in and the grades that the set. I keep saying set, I mean, because it's just appropriate. There's three big elements of this thing. Um, Lucky enough for us is this one is already posed, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. All right. So the plastic's been removed. The tab has been opened, and so we're about to dive in and get this thing unpacked. But I wanted to show off the back of the box, kind of like that the photo there. And I mean, just looking at it, I don't know. It could be a toy, or it could be actually from the film. You never know. It looks that good. um, that's most likely from the toy, but I don't know. I guess someone smarter than me maybe can let me know if this is the figure or actual still from the photo. Um, so anyway, let's dive right in and unpack what we have here. We're gonna have a lot of accessories here, and that's just the nature of this beast. So um, maybe we'll show off the each tray of accessories. I know there's gonna be a lot of work to put this together, so um, I guess we'll just enough talking about it. We'll just get right into it. A lot to unpack here. So it does come in two separate trays. One is your typical clamshell, and you see all the accessories here, and that's all going to go inside the armory. I believe it's acrylic. So Obviously, it's still packed up, but we will be looking at these figures fully unpacked. And then here is the cape for the Batman figure. Quite a number of accessories here. So, yeah, here's a quick overview of this. The next time you will see these will be inside the acrylic case, and then those will be displayed. I pretty much made up my mind that I will not be posing the empty suit inside the case. I prefer to have an actual Batman out there, and I'm also not gonna just stow this away. This whole set was pretty pricey, so I will be having Bruce Wayne out there, even if Batman is also posed. I know it's not realistic, but hey, it's my collection, right? All right, so I'm gonna set that aside. We're gonna unpack the acrylic case and show it off without any accessories on it, stowed in there for now. All right, so here's the Armory, partially unpacked. So it does come in these styrofoam casings, so it is well protected, and it is pretty hefty. This does have a light up feature, and it is pretty. I believe it is pretty significant to show. It's not like one of those lightsabers where it's so faint. I believe the light on this is really impressive looking, and it will actually showcase all the, because the water effects from the casing itself, which is over here in person. It looks really impressive without any lighting whatsoever. And I think it'll really pop with, once the case is lit up via the USB. So let's unpack this, and then we'll start loading up the trays. All right, so here is the Armory without any styrofoam on it. Let's see if this will. Ooh, that makes it look really horrible. You can see that ring on it. So let's turn that off. This thing is really big, so it's hard to really capture everything. So we'll just have to manually move it. And there at the bottom says Batman Armory. Yeah, really impressive looking. So let's go ahead and load it up. All right, so first of all, before we start loading him up, here is Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne, and as I mentioned, this is the pose he's going to come in, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is a power pose figure. The eyes can be articulated, though. You can open this up and change the eyes. But so here he is in this casual attire. That's what he was wearing in the Batcave, and there he is wearing the knee brace. Really good looking figure, actually. And of course, you can pop out the head and put it on the Batman suit, so you can have a uncowled look. So this is a power pose, so I think it'll be worthwhile to talk about it. Also, they're doing another 2.0, the Batman Armory from The Dark Knight, and that one is that cage. It looks like a little cage thing. The one from the Armory had from the secret location inside the container. And that one does come with a fully articulated Bruce Wayne in a suit. I was gonna wait for that, but I really preferred this this casing. I think it's just more eye popping. Which actually reminds me, I did own the first Armory, the Dark Knight Armory, um, the one from the Dark Knight, and when it came out, I think it was in like 2016, and I ended up selling it off. I never even opened it. It was just way too big, and I was pretty content with the Batman Begins suit that I had, and so I decided to sell it off, and then didn't even get a chance to see it in person. But so yeah, here we are, and we're gonna set them aside and just slowly unpack these things. Got quite a bit of work ahead of us. So, but yeah, that Batman figure does, or Bruce Wayne figure does look pretty good. So let's I think we should take out the Batman figure next. Before I do that, I wanted to highlight something. You do this, get the stand for the figure. The Bruce Wayne figure stands pretty good on its own, and the stand does say Bruce Wayne, so that doesn't really make sense for me. So I don't see the need for a stand for him. I mean, I guess if as a just in case, you can put a stand on him. But I'd much rather have a stand for the Batman figure, so you can put him in like poses or jumping poses. But I don't think you get that. So it does, it does have a crotch grabber, but so you can put him in some poses, but then it's gonna say Bruce Wayne on it. So that's okay. That's very nitpicky. And you also get this remote to light that up. So that's pretty cool. Um, I guess I'm going to have to run inside to get batteries to light this up, but maybe I'll do that in a separate thing. But yeah, so far that's what you get. Let me get the Batman figure out. So, and now here we have Batman. I haven't changed anything. Um, his hands are the ones that he comes with. I just put on the cape. And it is an impressive looking figure, I gotta say. Um, as I mentioned, this is the first time I'm owning a Batman with this suit, and I gotta say I'm very, very, very happy with it. um, and actually, I tossed around. I spent a significant time thinking about whether I was even gonna get this figure because I didn't want like. I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. Batman is my favorite comic character, but I didn't want so many versions of Batman that my shelf is just gonna look all Batman. I'm not that kind of collector. Um, so, and this would be my third, essentially, third version of Batman. Um, and I was trying to decide whether I wanted to wait for the Batfleck, the 2.0, just because out of all the suits on film, I gotta say that one's my favorite. That and the '80s Michael Keaton one, the '89 one. Um, it's just so more comic booky, which is the most important thing to me. But and my plan was and wait for that, and that'll be my Batman version. Um, but so when I picked up Bane, and then I had Two Face, and I had the Joker, and it just made sense to add a Nolan versus Batman, and that'll be I guess my Batman for the Trinity, which that's how I kind of have it envisioned to have a collection. And my DC Trinity would be this Batman and the Henry Cavill Superman, and then the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. and then pick up the Flash and then Aquaman and have my own little Justice League collection. So yeah, and unless I change my mind and pick up the Batfleck, this will be my Justice League Batman placement, I guess. I prefer these movies obviously over any of the the Batfleck ones, but and it is unfortunate that we're not getting the Batfleck standalone, just because I think that version of Batman really did capture the brutality of it. That warehouse scene is unreal. Um, and I do have the Robert Pattinson in art Batman, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to open it or not. And then James Gunn pretty much announced that he's not his Batman, so I don't know. It's a shame how jumbled the DC movie universe has been handled. The continuity is it's all over the place. So, um, anywho, enough ranting. Let's go ahead and finally put the shells, put the accessories on this bad boy, and figure out what pose we're going to leave him in. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are. The Armory is fully stocked and ready to go. I have Batman there posed the way I'm going to have him for now. Since I don't have any accessories, everything's loaded on there. I don't think I want to take anything out. This actually took quite a bit of time. Those pieces are small, and it's kind of difficult to get the shelving out. Maybe because I bite my nails. But this is how I'm going to have this figure on display in my case. And I have the remote here, and this is the reason why the lights are off. So there you go. That looks really, really good. You can really see the water effects here. And yeah, seeing as this is the way I'm going to pose them, it's actually cool also point out that this is a magnetic head, so you have like an incredible amount of head articulation. I'm going to go with the classic looking down. But yeah, so as far as the look of the figure, this is a perfect 10 for me. I mean, the Armory looks fantastic. This power pose figure looks fantastic, and the Batman looks incredible. For accessories, I'm only going to give this a 9. And the reason for that is the lack of the faceplates. You only get one faceplate with the Batman figure, and so you can't get any angry faces or anything like that. So, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, with the amount of accessories that you have in the Armory itself, it would have been a perfect 10. And for the fun factor is also it's going to be a 10. The figure is fantastic. You get so many accessories, so many things you can do with this thing. So, posing this next to Bane or anything like that is going to be tons of fun. And stay tuned for those. So that'll do it for the Nolanverse figures that I have. I don't think I'll be getting Anne Hathaway Catwoman, although there's a chance, depending on if I see her for a good price, just to maybe just complete the set. But yeah, we'll be leaving the Nolanverse, but the next figure I'll be doing is also going to be an unboxing. I just got it on Monday, and it's still inside the shipper box, so I'll keep that as a surprise. But yeah, this is definitely a must-have for any Batman, Nolanverse, or any fan of collecting. This is gonna be one of my prized grail, quote unquote. Really happy with this purchase. Really happy with this figure. This is an awesome set. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this unboxing. Thank you for watching the video. And thank you for watching any of my other previous Nolanverse or other Hot Toys reviews or my Lego shorts. And if you're interested in seeing more, consider subscribing, as I have more content on the way, more Lego sets and more 1/6 scale figures. And yeah, as always, collect what you enjoy and enjoy what you collect. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and happy hump day.